Hey guys, my name is Matthew. Welcome back to the channel. And today I have a really interesting video for you guys. I am a 23-year-old individual working in corporate finance, and I make 100K a year working there as well as living at home with my parents. So that's able to save me a lot of money. But we'll go into every single thing I've earned, every single thing I've spent on in the month of November. And buckle up, guys, because this surprised me more than it surprised anybody else. So I think overall, I do want to share my finances with you guys because it's a kind of sense of transparency and it keeps me accountable for everything that I do spend money on. And I kind of want to spread the message of we should be spending money on the right things and things that make us happy and things that we need to live. So with that being said, work towards our financial goals and let's go into the video. So looking at this sheet right here, I downloaded this off Fidelity Full View. So I downloaded Fidelity, uploaded all my bank statements into here, credit cards and debit cards, whatever, all that. So this is my monthly, I guess, transactions of the entire month of November. So everything here is downloaded, and I kind of changed some of the descriptions just for, I guess, privacy reasons. But yeah, download it here, and I'm able to see everything that came in, everything that left my bank accounts. Going to income. I was able to earn a gross pay of $7,698 this month. And of that, there's obviously the things that cut into our net pay. So let's go into those. The HSA, which is the health savings account that I contribute towards, plus the health, dental, and vision premiums come out to about $318. And according to whatever I saw in my statements, also taxes are $2,072. My 401k contribution was $1,000 for the month, leaving me with a net pay of $4,308. Now, if you break this down, the per week pay, I'm getting about $1,077. So that's really just taking this net pay and taking it divided by 4, because 4 weeks in a month about. But if you look at my pay breakdown, this is the entire gross pay of my month, and you could really see the percentages of what I'm spending money on before I actually hit my net pay. So I'm actually able to keep 56% of my income, while 13% goes to 401k contributions, 27% goes to taxes, and 4% goes to HSA and premiums. I'm actually pretty surprised of how much goes to everything, like taxes. Because nobody tells you you're going to pay a bunch of taxes when you start working, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll go into my spending habits. For November of this year, I was able to spend a total of $1,600. Let me put this on the screen for you. So it's actually $1,600. So of that, my biggest category was food, being, let's say, 55%, which is a huge portion of my spend. So 55% on food, but we'll break that down into later. 14% into hotel expenses, 11% into insurance, shopping was 8%, clothing was 8%, and electric vehicle charging was 4%. Now of this, let's break down my actual spend. So $895 went to food, hotel $229 went to the hotel costs, insurance I spent $177, shopping $137, clothing $129, electrical vehicle charging is $59, and there's a $2 charge for parking somewhere in here that just doesn't show up because it's kind of negligent to the overall picture. But I know I spent money on it because when you go 10 minutes over on a parking garage, they charge you the full hour. Who would have thought? I mean, I guess I had it coming for me. So let's go into the breakdown of everything I spent on, and I know as we go into this breakdown, it is going to get very sad. I will look like sad Pepe over here. But let's keep in mind of everything I spent on. Actually, let me throw on my total income on the screen too, so my net pay as well, that you can see. Of my food, this is an interesting one because the month of November was very extravagant for me in the terms of me giving back to the people that I care about. So you can see this first charge right here of sushi for $357 and this Chinese restaurant of $135. Now these two transactions here that I have X'd out, these are me treating out my family to nice places because I felt that for this, at least the sushi one, I hit a specific number in net worth that I believe should be celebrated with the family. So whenever I hit a nice number within myself and within my goals, then I do take out my family for a nice dinner. And this other one, this Chinese restaurant of 150 or $35, that was just me bringing out my family because we went Black Friday shopping and I felt like I just should. So that's nice. Everything else here is pretty standard. A lot of these come with, I guess, having a girlfriend. So they're not cheap, I tell you that, but it's all fun and I enjoy every single moment. No regrets spending on food at all, because with good food is good life. And what can you say? I'm actually surprised I spent $1 at McDonald's, because what do you get for $1 at McDonald's now? I know what this cost is. This is using the McDonald's app to get a large coffee for the deals that they have. This is on a road trip as well. So, I mean, I shop for deals. I eat a lot with my people that I care about. I'll go to Safeway every Friday, actually. Just because they have the deli there that you can get $5 tenders or chicken or whatever. So I usually get that too. I'm pretty frugal guy. But overall, this month, food, $895. It's quite a lot. But with the exception of, about $500 going to the things that I care about. And that's all the reason to save, to budget, because what's the point of making money and saving it if we can't spend it on the people that we love? Going into hotel now. I was able to stay at a hotel for a night. I did a little road trip with my girlfriend. We went to a very nice hotel. It was okay, but I thought it was nice. So $229, and then they took a deposit fee that they refunded. It's just in case you break anything. So $229 went to hotel. Going into my insurance, I spent $177 on Tesla insurance. I'm actually surprised that it's been come down a lot, because when I first started paying for insurance maybe a year ago with Tesla, it was maybe $219. No, $202 actually. So I guess with a clean driving record and history, they were able to knock it down on $177 a month. I'm not complaining. Get it down as low as we can, because things are expensive. Now let's go into shopping. Shopping, this is my leisure spending that I like to spend on things that I enjoy, like fishing. So this month I was able to buy a new fishing reel and a pole to make a new combo for myself. And with that, you got to buy new line. And then with that, you got to buy new baits. And then you got to buy the bag for the baits. So that leaves me to $137 spent on just my fishing hobbies alone. I really do want to get into fishing more, because it's kind of an outlet for me. I'm able to just enjoy life and experience things for the first time and connect with nature. That's what it's all about. Like finding relationships with yourself, finding yourself, and finding people that you want to spend time with, right? Clothing. I bought a $129 Lululemon jacket for a person that I very much do care about. It's actually funny, because right after I bought this $129 jacket, I was like, I need to make the money back from Lululemon. So the next day I bought the stock, and I put money into the stock to make this $129 back. And my plan was I will have a 2% stop loss on this position. And if it drops 2%, I'll get out, I'll lose 2%. But then if it goes up by 2%, then I will make the money of the jacket back. And I boy math it, getting the jacket for free, kind of, if you will. But that's another story. I bought this for a person I care about, so that's just $129 on clothing. EV charging, I've been charging a lot lately, just by traveling to different places. This is maybe 2 full charges on my Model 3. So that leads me with $59 for Tesla supercharging. It's actually cheaper than gas. But what you don't see here is that I charge at home. And when you live with your parents at home, you don't really see the PG&E charges, nor do you pay for them, which is very privileged of me to say, and I'm very grateful that I do live at home. Which leads me into kind of the hack of living at home. You just get to leech off your parents a little bit, you know? It's like get a little bit of this, get a little bit of that, and you just do some yard work in exchange for for living on having a roof. So let's look at my spend to income ratio, or the chart here overall. So we can see that my take home pay was actually 4308, and then my spending was 1629. This leaves me to a discretionary income or discretionary spending of 2680. All of this money really goes to me buying things that I want to, as like fishing. But I think the person I am is a lot of it will stay in my checking account, and then I'll realize that it's just sitting in my checking account and I should send it to somewhere that's going to be getting me at least a 4% yield on my money. So a lot of the times I'll just throw this into my Fidelity account, and then it'll just sit there earning 4%, waiting for me to have an opportunity to buy some stocks. And that is what I enjoy doing with my money. But overall, my take home pay, I take home about 73% of what I do earn, but I spend about 27%. So a large chunk does allow me to live life very easily with the ability to live at home. Now, if you can, and if you're young, I do recommend living at home with your parents if you are able to. Reason being because it allows you to jump so much farther ahead than you would have if you had to pay rent. Because I know a lot of people, they spend 50%, if not even more, on just rent in high cost of living areas. So I do live in a very high cost of living area, so I'm able to fortunately live at home, have meals cooked at home, and it's something that you don't really consider until it hits you hard. Because I can't even imagine paying for rent right now, and while contributing to all of my retirement accounts, as well as having this discretionary spending that I do spend on, I'd be very stressed, I think. So obviously my goals are to cut down on spending as much as I can, as well as earn as much money as I can. And along the process, celebrating the victories with my family and the people that I love. And that's really what I think life is about. It's making the most of what you have today and seizing opportunities that come in the future. And when they do come, celebrate them with the people that you love. With that being said, guys, I do really hope that you guys found this video helpful. And if you guys did, please drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Enjoyed the video.